Recorded live with little or no editing, it's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we had a frustrating defense to go over. This is Hulk Oliver's defense. They're operating about 40 million TCP in Plat 1. And we're kind of reaching this frustration point where there's lots of little things that you can do, and you have to completely dismantle an entire defense to change things around. So I'm going to be going over some of the minimal changes that Hulk Oliver can do to their defense, but we will throw out some individual options that you, the viewer, could think about if you want to change one of your rooms or have the ability to change one of your rooms without dismantling everything you're doing. We had some amazing minds in the voice channel today, and if you want to be a part of the behind-the-scenes conversation, the link is in the description below to my Twitch, or you can just wait till the end of the video and click on the little button. And you can come be part of this live and listen to them chat and be in chat and throw out ideas. It's always kind of fun when we have an abundance of neat ideas of what people are doing. All right, room 1, full house. This is the Unlimited team with Gambit and Quicksilver. And what we discussed in here is to make this a little bit better by swapping a character from room 3. Now, in room 3, they have Nightcrawler with some X-tream members. We want to take Nightcrawler in here and move Quicksilver back over there. Nightcrawler is going to make this room 1 a little bit tougher, adding Nightcrawler's first move, giving some speed to his team and stuff like that. Phoenix just helps with the efficiency, bringing down the health of your team. She's going to die early and give a taunt to Rogue, could set some things off. It's a challenging team. It's nothing to get too excited about, but we can spruce it up a little bit and spruce up team number 3 by swapping Nightcrawler in place of Quicksilver, and we'll talk about what Quicksilver does in 3 when we get there. In room number 2 is the Pegasus team. Pegasus seems to be probably the second best team that you can put in here. For Hulk Oliver, we like it. For those of you who want to know what one of the better teams that people are using in here, it is the Bifrost team, dropping Beta Ray Bill and adding Deathpool. That's the hybrid a lot of people are using, and it's throwing some people off. It's a little bit tougher, but we're guessing that Hulk Oliver's Bifrost is much smaller than this Pegasus, so we're just going to stick with Pegasus, the challenging team. You can go into it with Bifrost, and it feels like you're going to lose it every second of the match until finally Bifrost starts going and they win. It's kind of how it goes. Watch any one of my Crucible videos to see it in play, because I use Bifrost into Pegasus all the time. I don't have any problems with this defense. I think it is pretty good. I don't even know if it needs any more investing. Kind of depends on where you're at in raids, but I'm going to go ahead and give it an A for the time being. This one in room 3 is the one where we're bringing in Quicksilver in place of Nightcrawler, and what happens is that on spawn, Spot gives his team members the offense up. Noir takes a turn, and everybody assists Noir. And when Noir takes a turn, he gives Quicksilver a random positive effect of Quicksilver's choosing. Sometimes that's speed up, which can get Quicksilver doing a lot of crazy things. Sometimes that's offense up, so he just starts assisting with the rest of the team as well. Either way, it could be pretty good, and you have a high chance of getting one of those two. So Quicksilver throws in a little bit of RNG into this matchup and can go well for you. That's why we like adding that. Otherwise, this isn't a bad version of the team. If you want to use Quicksilver someplace else, Nightcrawler in here works pretty well. I can still give this team an A also. Be sure if you're using variants of this team in room 1 that you're making sure of the ISOs. Like in this one, Rogue should probably be a Raider, so she can't be ability blocked. If you want her to be a skirmisher to apply ability block, be my guest, but my preference is to go Raider. Okay, room number 4 is the Gamma without a time combo. I'm running this myself. It never gets me a defensive victory, but it almost always pulls a Cabal where I'm operating at. We talked about this at length. Lots of people always say, Black Knight makes a good defense better. Don't waste him on a mediocre defense. And then everybody and their mother says no matter where you put him, it's a mediocre defense. Even his own out-of-time team, it's very frustrating. We didn't find a lot of uses. So what we did come up with is 2 ideas. One, we're just going to trade placement with Captain America to the other corner. Maybe put Red Hulk in the middle, and then you just leave it. It's pretty good. Hopefully it draws that Cabal out so that they're not using it someplace else. That's one thing you can do. basically leave it. The other thing, and this is a bit more drastic, I don't think Hulk Oliver should do this, but it's an idea for you guys. Just leave Black Knight and put in the Superior 6 minus Doc Ock. Doc Ock's actually a really good member of it, but we're going to do something with Doc Ock later. So that's an opportunity to just basically put in Superior 6 and you're replacing Doc Ock with Black Knight in the corner. That makes it a very formidable team. It does things with like what they have on spawn and immunities and safeguards and passives. It does things and it opens up chinks in the armor. But the idea is it's a very, very formidable team and your opponent's going to be using some big stuff to take it down, maybe even just tapping it because they want that exhausted on Black Knight. Personally, for Hulk Oliver, I say leave Gamma and out of time members and just roll with it. You could also maybe drop Abomination, put in Peggy in here. She's doing some healing. I don't like what she does in Crucible, and she's just doesn't seem that valuable. I think there's better mileage out of Abomination. So for me, this is like an A- team. The placement swap would make it an A. Nothing too exciting. I think if you really want to go crazy with your roster, you could take it up to an A+ by doing some sort of a Superior 6 hybrid with Black Knight. All right, moving on to room number 5. It's the Infinity Watch. For Hulk Oliver, we're going to leave this as it is. The ISOs are fine. The placement's fine. You could make Moondragon a striker. You can make her a healer. It's not going to change the outcome because this Infinity Watch is too small. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I can't recommend anybody build Infinity Watch because one of these days, this team will actually fall out of the meta. I know we've been saying that for about 27 seasons. But one day it will happen, and I don't want Hulk Oliver to be wasting their precious resources on this team at this point in time. If you'd like to try something different in here, you could do something like a Darkhold or Dormhold with Red Hulk in the mix. One of those kind of variations, just a straight Darkhold if you really wanted to. I think putting Dormammu in or putting Dormammu and or Red Hulk in makes it even better. That's another option, but for Hulk Oliver, we're just going to leave it like this because we want to keep MLF in room 6. We want to keep her in here. Now, here's the thing. This defense, or the Dormammu variant of this defense, that's Dormammu instead of Emma, it is being beat by new warriors. On a punch down, I've seen people throw it on auto and win. On a punch across, it gets dicey, but it can be done. And every time I'm running a similar defense to this, every single time it is losing to new warriors. Sometimes it's pretty shaky, but it's not holding up as well as we thought it would. So what you can do, you can try Emma, you can try Dormammu, you could try Doc Ock in here. Blackout Guru in chat is saying repeatedly that Doc Ock in here is the way to go instead of Emma. But we like MLF in here because she does some rewind. Make sure your MLF is hidden behind the Black Cat. That way the new warriors can't spread anything to MLF and rewind her with offense down. So that's some variations you can do. For Hulk Oliver's defense, I think that what we should do is continue using your Superior 6 for offense. Don't bring Doc Ock in here. But I think that maybe using Dormammu instead of Emma would be a good choice. Also, you can run Photon in here. Photon is a member of the Secret Defenders and would get Hard Light, a little bit more turn meter to go sooner. It could screw some things up. Plus, with Photon in there, she has some anti-blind stuff going on for her team, or maybe it's helping blind the opposing team. I can't remember. She's got some stuff that happens with blind. I know she makes the opposing team have an increased amount of accuracy missing so that blinds actually work against people like APOC. So you could do Photon in here for the speed. I think we should try Dormammu in the mix and see if that makes a change. But if Hulk Oliver really wants to get crazy, we could swap out Emma, throw in the Doc Ock in place of Emma, and then start running the rest of the Superior 6 with their Black Knight back in room 4. See what happens. I think that's getting a little crazy, though. A lot of people think it's strange to run Secret Defenders on defense. I see it all the time at my level. I think at higher levels, people are removing them to run them on offense or doing some really different things, like running Robbie with the new Warriors and stuff like that. So there's some stuff going on in the mix. We're right in the middle of the season, though, so there's lots and lots of ideas, and nothing's been proven repeatedly. And so we're kind of working things out. So I hope that this video gave you guys some options. I hope it helps out Hulk Oliver. They can try whatever they want to on this and see what works. Remember, if you want your defense featured on Defense Up, if you want these amazing tips from the smartest minds in Marvel Strike Force plus myself, then be sure to look in that description, find me on Discord, send me a message. I'll put you on the list for Defense Up. And you can come in here, you can be on voice with us and talk to us about this, or you could just be in chat, or you could just sit on your haunches and wait for the video like Hulk Oliver is doing. But whatever the case, good to yourself and others too, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.